Fail Fast, Fail Often by Babineaux and Joan Krumboltz. Sometimes, you often meet a group of people who are dissatisfied with their lives, as they are always thinking about seeking change towards the best. Some of them wish to establish a career that suits their passion and that's totally away from the routine of their current job, while others think about starting a new creative project, such as writing a book or drawing a painting. And also others wish to get rid of their bad behaviors, such as watching a lot of TV or eating fast food. But most of the times, the main obstacle to change is the fear that stops them from taking these vital decisions in their lives, as they think that they have to put a precise plan to take these decisions. But it's impossible to have such a plan in reality, therefore, no decisions are taken. In life, this method of thinking is called not yet view, because it's based on the assumption that you won't be able to enjoy your life unless you have a precise plan that solves and tackles all your current problems. And to be able to deal with this method of thinking, you have to start with some small steps that brings you positive experiences. For example, in a study, researchers tested a diagnosis for medical specialists in the treatment of liver diseases. They put these doctors in a good mood by giving them a piece of candy before diagnosing the patient's condition, and the results of the study indicated that the doctors with a good mood were faster in integrating information, and the percentage of making mistakes was lower. Other studies also proved that to have a prosperous, balanced, and happy life, you need at least 3 positive experiences against each negative experience you face. Also, you can deal with the problem of not yet view by trying to look at the problems as if they are chances. For example, the writer says that his neighbor Erickson was from the poor class, as he was living in a basement that's even not equipped with a fireplace, and he earns a little bit of money. This man was obsessed by riding motorbikes with his friends across the mountains of Europe, where they traveled thousands of kilometers. And to be able to travel these long distances, they were feeding on power bars with a bad taste. So, the writer's neighbor decided to make a power bar that's better than the bars that they eat and with a good taste. So he started to try different mixtures of dried fruits and oats in his small bakery with the help of his mother. And after many attempts and repeated failures, his neighbor launched the Cliff Bar Company. This company achieved an immediate success, as he refused an offer to sell the company in 2002 with $120 million. Bit to remember, cancel the idea of not yet from your life and try to look at the problems as if they are chances. In a school experiment, a ceramics teacher divided the class into 2 groups. He told the first group that he will give them their grades according to the quantity of work only. So, the student that produces 50 pounds of pots will get an excellent grade, while the student that produces 40 pounds will get a very good grade, and so on. And regarding the second group, the teacher told them that he will give them their grades according to the quality of work only. So, they have to produce a single best piece over the duration of the course. The results of this experiment were amazing, as the students that made the best work judged from the artistic and technical sophistication were the quantity group. As while they were very busy producing the pot after the other, they were experimenting, and they became more adept at working with clay, and they also learned from their mistakes on each progressive piece. In contrast, the students in the quality group carefully planned out each pot, and they tried to produce their work without any defects. That's why they produced very few pieces, and they showed a little improvement. And in another example, many people think that successful people, whether with their breathtaking performances or their amazing artworks or their innovative inventions, were because of their unusual intelligence that came into being perfectly formed. But the truth is that the most significant achievements arise out of hundreds of failures and mistakes. For example, the powerful comedian actors such as Chris Rock quickly try thousands of hastily conceived joke ideas, most of which flop in clubs and small places. And most of these ideas fail a rapid failure, and after many revisions and improvements, these jokes are presented to the audiences in shows with a larger scale. In this regard, the inventor Thomas Edison, when asked about his repeated failure in inventing the lamp, said, "I didn't fail, but I found 10,000 ways in which the lamp couldn't work, and this is what's called failing forward." Bit to remember: fail fast, fail often. The children usually love to try new things and discover the things around them, as their curiosity is strong when they are young. So you see them grabbing things, trying and playing with them in order to learn more about their world and satisfy their desire for knowledge and learning. And the older the child gets, the less the time he spends in experiencing and discovery, while the time he spends in worrying about the things that he has to do increases, such as doing his homeworks or the exam grades or paying attention to the personal appearance. And when they reach the age of majority, their curiosity decreases more and more. For example, if you want to start a new hobby like playing piano, many questions start chasing you and stop you from practicing and learning this hobby. So you keep asking yourself, am I a good player? Do I have enough time to learn? Do I have the patience, talent, and smartness to do so? Will this hobby cost me a lot of money? Will people think that I'm ridiculous if I practice this hobby? All these questions and others kill your curiosity and prevent you from enjoying your life. Innovation also is considered the heart of the personal success, as it creates new ways to contribute in increasing the value in your life and others' lives. In a study, researchers interviewed more than 100 creators of revolutionary products or revolutionary companies, so that they could uncover the origins of innovative business ideas. And they introduced a group of easy ways that you can do in order to push your innovation and create new possibilities in your life. The first of these ways is to see the world as an anthropologist. So, imagine that you're an alien that landed on Earth with your spaceship for the first time. What would your worldview be? As an innovator, this is the way that you should look at what's going on around you, with an eye refreshed with curiosity and a conscious thought, observing what's going on in front of you. And as for the second way, it's curiosity and looking forward, as innovators constantly ask, why is it going this way? What's really going on here? What can we do differently? Asking all these questions leads to amazing ideas. And as Jonas Salk, the scientist that discovered the polio vaccine, said, "You don't invent answers, you discover them by asking the right questions." And also, in order to be innovative, you have to get out of the box, as innovation is like the good luck. It depends on being present and ready to act at the right time and the right place. As changing ideas come when you try new activities, meet new people, live in different countries, or attend cultural events in an unfamiliar environment. Therefore, you learn to behave or act outside your familiar box and get rid of your usual obsessions, habits, and thinking patterns, and embrace new possibilities. Bit to remember: curiosity and innovation are the most important factors for your success. All worthwhile people have good opinions, good ideas, and good intentions, but precious few of them translate those into actions. Think of a time in your life when you were feeling happy, enthusiastic, and full of energy. Now, consider what you were doing at these moments. Our guess is that you were not sitting at your home watching TV, but instead you were involved in exciting projects or difficult challenges or learning new skills. But although we know that these things bring us happiness, however, we often have troubles getting ourselves in motion. So we allow doubt, indecision, and fear to keep us stuck in place, and this is known as resistance. As the person is a human being who always seeks familiar attitude innately and avoids the risks and everything that's unknown. So, when a person deviates from what's familiar to him and begins a new adventure that he hasn't done before, the brain begins to send messages in the form of negative emotional response, such as fear, suspicion, confusion, and discomfort. and therefore resistance controls his actions and thoughts. The best method that helps you to bypass this resistance is the method of jumping off the starting platform. When you find yourself in a confusing situation with many choices, the best thing to do is to find a major step you can take, which will simplify things and move them forward. For example, if you want to plan for a vacation, the starting platform is to buy the tickets, as everything else such as hotels reservation or arranging movements will be done easily as soon as the flight is determined. Likewise, if you want to obtain a professional certificate in projects management, the starting platform is to book an exam date, which will motivate you to study and persist. Also, changing your mood helps you to overcome the resistance, and the best way to get in the mood to do a certain thing is by doing it. So, if you were planning to go to the health club in the evening, but after you returned from work you felt tired and lazy, you have to overcome this feeling and go immediately to the club without any procrastination. And once you reach the club, all these negative thoughts will disappear. In addition to the above, developing the habit of do it today has a major role in overcoming resistance, as the idea here is that you don't have to worry about adhering to a comprehensive plan for a certain project, but rather you have to set a specific time to work on this project on a daily basis. For example, instead of saying that you want to lose weight and reach the ideal weight, you have to start today and say, I will have a light diet. Or instead of saying that you want to get rid of your debts, you have to save $1 today. But to remember, whatever you can do or what you dream to do, start doing it, as the audacity has intelligence, magic, and power. So, start now!
Thanks for watching. Please follow our social media accounts. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, comment below and share your thoughts on our book summary for this week.